Well, it goes back to 1962. In 1962, I was going to the Cavem club every day. Used to go to the lunchtime sessions, and I would see Jerry and the Pacemakers, Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, and of course the Beatles. And there was a buzz going around the town that someone was going to make it famous. You know, we all felt that Liverpool was about to explode, and the band that would do it would be the Beatles.
There was an interest, particularly after the death of John Lennon, an interest in overseas visitors coming and wanting to see the birthplace. I was doing Beatle tours and I could sense the excitement in it.
We saw this kind of interest from Beatle fans around the world. Mainly they were American, Japanese coming over, and you just see them walking around the town, and they'd have their own little maps, and they were obviously looking for strawberry fields, they were looking for the Cavem and Penny Lane.
You look at great composers from the days gone by and they have statues in Vienna and things like that, and we thought, why not statues and memories here in Liverpool?
I went to the tourism board and I said, look, we've got to have a Beatles exhibition in Liverpool. We just have to, you know.
We really didn't have any knowledge of how to run and open a museum, but we kept hitting a brick wall every time we sort of approached anybody we thought would go ahead with it. And in the end we decided we'd have a go ourselves, and to be honest, we literally drew our original plans on the back of a big brown A4 envelope.
We wanted to make this exhibition different to an ordinary museum. We said, no, what we want to do, we want to create an experience where the public, where the Beatles fans can come in and actually go back in time, so that they would go into Matthew Street, they'd go into the Star Club, and what we wanted to do mainly was recreate the Cavern Club. We actually opened on May the 1st, 1990, and it was a great day for us because we had spent 6 months trying to raise the money, then designing it, and then we spent literally 8 days a week working on it. We were here day and night making sure that it was finished on time.
We've had loads of visitors and celebrities over the years come, and I think it's on everybody's must-do when they come to Liverpool now. It's just one of these places, and it's enhanced now by the fact that Liverpool's developed into a brilliant city. What better place for the Beatles Story to be than here in Liverpool?
When we opened the Beatles Story, Liverpool wasn't known as a tourist city. I mean, it took a very long time for Liverpool to progress to what it is today. But when we opened, we did think it was going to last. The Beatles, by then, were part of history. You know, like Shakespeare is to Stratford, the Beatles are to Liverpool, and we knew as time went on, they would become more famous.
The impact on Liverpool has been this global product that we have, and people visit the city from all over the world every single day of the week, and it's huge in terms of the economy and the growth in the culture of the city. You know, you can really look back and say, without the Beatles, we wouldn't be where we are today as a global destination.
We've welcomed 4 million visitors through our doors, which has raised over 300 million for the local visitor economy. And that is a great achievement for not just us, but for the city itself as well. Liverpool is a fantastic place for all our international visitors to come, and we work very closely with all our partners to ensure that all visitors from all over the world receive a really good Liverpool welcome.
I started here in the Beatles Story in 1994. Beatles Story was 4 years old at the time, so I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen the business go from 100,000 visitors a year to well over 250,000, taking on new space. On the Albert Dock we tripled in size, and then later on in 2009 we took over a pier head. So for me, seeing this tiny little business in this small area of the Albert Dock to what it is today makes me proud and makes me be involved in what I say is going to be the legacy that will live on for the Beatles Story.
In the 17.5 years that I've worked here, during the expansion that we had in 2008, one of the major features that we actually developed here was the education department, and we created a space called the Discovery Zone, And Shelley and her team welcome children from the ages of 6 to 11 to us every single day, and they have a structured session learning all about the Beatles, having fun, but learning at the same time and learning about the legacy of the Beatles.
The one thing I always think about the Beatles story in one respect is not only has it contributed a huge amount to the economy, it's always been very innovative and creative with how it portrays the Beatles offer. And therefore, even though the Beatles are a huge part of our economy, the Beatles story have interpreted that story very, very cleverly over those number of years, and even today continue to be innovative and creative in how they interpret the way forward. So I would like to give them huge congratulations and to thank them so much actually for the contribution that they've made to the Liverpool scene and how they continue to do so, I hope, for the next 25 years.
There are a lot of exciting things in the future that we've got to look forward to. We're marketing now in Japan, in China, the Americans are coming in their droves into the city, and we're making sure that the Beatles live on and the legacy of the Beatles live on in their hometown, and long may it continue to do so.
The sky's the limit, and we've got John, Paul, George and Ringo to thank, but we've also got all our staff to thank over the years. And the original vision back in the late 80s when we opened in 1990. And I think looking in the rear-view mirror, got some really great things, and let's look forward to the next 25 years of the Beatles story.